GM crypto AI news analysis here. It is January 26th, and before I get into this video, I just want to say none of the things on my video are buy or sell signals for you to buy AMD tickers. All of them are my own conviction and research for where I think the market direction is going to go in the next couple days, weeks or so. So let's just get on with the price action. So the ecosystem we like to talk about is virtuals. I do like to talk about AI because that's the main narrative. I mean, not currently right now. Right now it's actually base meme coins, but virtuals looks pretty fucking ugly right now. It's still in some sort of a slight downtrend. I do believe that my bias is that it has to go sideways for a couple days, few weeks or so, 1 to 2 weeks maybe, before all the coins can go up again. So even Game, for example, this is one of the most important takers on virtuals, and it's at an 80% pullback. So if anyone was sidelined on these things, then it's extremely great opportunity to get into virtuals AI agents. No one's really focused on them right now, but that's usually when you want to buy the blood. But in comparison, so Solana AI, I'll just do a brief overview of this. So also looks pretty even ARC a little bit weaker on the day. So Solana AI doesn't really look the best either. AI is not really the super focus right now, but it's actually on base meme coins. So let's look at KeyCat here. So I did talk about KeyCat, and I was talking about it or showing it kind of around here in this range. And I was like, yeah, this is probably gonna be one of the biggest meme coins. And right now it's pretty much up from 3 to 4x from the lows there. So I'm up on this, so pretty good days. But base meme coins are going fucking crazy right now. And you guys wondering, okay, what the fuck is going on here? And it's because Toshi. So Toshi, 858 million, it flipped the Brett, and I bought a little bit down here at 50 mil. I'm not saying I bought a big bag. I bought like $20, and it was to farm an airdrop. But let's just say that $20 is like a few $100s now because of this. But Toshi got listed by Coinbase, and now this has sent pretty much every fucking meme coin into space. So even the lower caps are starting to go a little bit, but some of the coins, people are trying to front run future Coinbase listings. So KeyCat has a pretty good chance of it because they pretty much edged people with a KeyCat listing, and Toshi is just going insane here. Dogging Me perhaps could be a potential listing because Brian Armstrong has talked about it a lot, Ski as well. So a lot of coins here are fucking sending on the base meme coins, and personally, I rotated my virtuals AI profits into some base meme coins here and KeyCat on the downs. So I'm benefiting quite nicely from this. But you got to realize that these narratives are rotational. Everything is. And base meme coins, I believe that they will have a rally within the next 1 to 2 weeks. This is not just going to end like today. This happened like a couple days ago. It's not going to be a one-day thing. But I believe this rally is going to continue, like best case scenario for another month, but at least for the next 1 to 2 weeks, base meme coins are going to go fucking absolutely parabolic here. So I still think it's pretty early in the trend. If you want to position yourself, I wouldn't say you should buy Toshi because it's already gone up a lot. I think Toshi can go higher, maybe even 1 to 2 billion in the next few weeks. But you want to position yourself in the higher beta coins like KeyCat. I mean, KeyCat's just at the beginning of it, but even the super higher beta like Okayeg, the low caps, like Godalo, they're just starting to break out of their wedges here, and they're going to do fucking insane multiples. And you got to do your research on this base coins though. Don't just ape blindly at this, but that's just what I would recommend. But base meme coins, this is not just the end of it. They are going to continue to rally higher, and they are the focus immediately right now. So yeah. And in comparison on Solana meme coins, Solana meme coins haven't really moved at all. Popcat is still at this downtrend. Even Retardio, for example, looking pretty fucking ugly. And yeah, so a lot of meme coins don't really look that great. It's just pretty much base meme coins here. So that is the immediate sector to look at. And where is liquidity going to rotate to after base meme coins? So it could just be that base meme coins they run. And it's not as if that these narratives, they can't concurrently run. Like it's only going to be base that runs and then nothing else can run. It could happen at Solana meme coins. So Solana meme coins have been down only for a long time, but I do think that Solana meme coins will be coming back within the next few weeks, but we don't know when. A lot of these coins are still in downtrend. So if anything, you want to have your capital in base meme coins right now while coins are going up and while the times are good, because retail fucking loves these meme coins. So I'm going to show you guys some news later about Toshi, but essentially flipping volume of majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. A fucking meme coin has more volume than majors. How insane is that for base? So Solana meme coins will be good as well, but I would personally, for me, my plan is that from these base meme coins profits, rotate them into perhaps virtuals AI, because AI is still the biggest narrative right now in comparison to meme coins, at least in the midterm. But we'll see what's going to happen. I'm just looking at this. I only have a few AI tokens, so I only have lay right now because the only one that's slightly going up. There's a bit of correction today, but I think this one's going to be quite nice. It's a very interesting infrastructure. But let's just look at the tweets here, I guess, or analysis really quick. So Bitcoin, I'm just going to briefly go on this, but Bitcoin is still in this mean remunerated environment. And as far as liquidity is going and how the Trump administration is going, I won't be surprised that after this bit of consolidation in this upper range here. So Bitcoin is currently ranging from 108 to 92. It probably doesn't go down here again. And the fact that it's consolidating in the last few days in this range, in the upper range, is extremely bullish. And we're probably going to see some sort of rally of Bitcoin, perhaps maybe, I'm not going to give price targets, but it's not a time to be bearish is what I'm saying of Bitcoin here. I mean, this is just from a chart perspective, but if we also look at macroeconomics factors like the Trump administration super supporting crypto, and then also how liquidity is going, where liquidity is rising, the TJ spend down, Bitcoin is going to be fucking amazing. And when Bitcoin goes, it's going to provide a lot more liquidity for our altcoins here. But there has to be a moment where Ethereum actually stops fucking us, because Ethereum is still at 3.3K. It's still at the shitty ass level, but base meme coins are still going as if Ethereum's at like 10K. So imagine what Ethereum is going to do. So alt season starts when Bitcoin dominance goes down and Ethereum breaks out of its range and breaks out of 4K. That's when alt season is pretty much going to be starting. And when that happens, our altcoins are going to go even more parabolic. And you would think that right now times are crazy with things like Toshi, right? It's at 807 million, right? But imagine when Ethereum is at breaking out of its range. Dude, it's a fucking wrap, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. So let's look at the Cookie.fun dashboard. So the market cap wise, it is still at this level. It's pretty down. There's not really that much focus on AI currently, but Toshi has risen up into this leaderboard here. And some significant agents are like Moby. I would suggest you guys also look at this one. It's basically like an AXPT on Solana. I think it's pretty cool, but overall, AI is not immediately the attention. It's more of base meme coins, but AI, the narrative will come back to them. So I'm just gonna say keep an eye on it still. So let's just look at the tweets here. So Virtuals is expanding to Solana. We're beyond excited to announce Virtuals expansion to Solana, make a significant step in our journey to empower builders and drive innovation across multiple ecosystems. Solana, known for its speed, scalability, and vibrant community, is the perfect place for us to grow and bring our vision to life. Here's what this means for the Virtuals Nation. So a Miro pool launch, strategic Solana reserve, base pair consistency, and grants virtual tokens into base in Solana. So this is actually fucking insane. So I'm just gonna briefly explain why they did this Virtuals here. So Coinbase, we should have had a listing for Virtuals when it was hot and Coinbase would have listed it. That's what Coinbase should have done, right? But they didn't do that, right? So now Virtuals, they need more catalysts to onboard more liquidity and more attention onto their ecosystem. So them expanding to Solana here is actually quite good, because now on Solana, there's already a lot of good AI projects under, like as you can see in ARC, but Virtuals is undoubtedly the best project out of all of them. But the fact is that it's on a lower liquidity chain, which is Base. And by the way, Solana still has a shit ton more liquidity than Base, right? But the fact that Virtuals, which is obviously a better product than all of the AI infrastructure, it's gonna onboard a lot more people on Solana, because some people, they don't want to bridge to Base. There's like that mental barrier, even though it's so fucking easy. These motherfuckers don't want to do it. And the fact that they can now buy Virtual tokens with Solana tokens is very, very nice. But that also gives it double exposure to Solana, where it could be a good thing because Solana is extremely strong as a major here. So Solana is consolidating at this upper range, and I won't be surprised if it rallies beyond this and goes to maybe, I'm not trying to pretend that I'm a majors expert, but this is extremely bullish that's consolidating at this upper range, and it's clearly in this uptrend. So the fact that it's going to have also double exposure to Solana, which is a stronger major right now, it will outperform Ethereum, then that's going to be fucking bullish for Virtuals. So this is quite good news for Virtuals. So I'm not saying that Virtuals is going to die. It's so doomed for it. No, Virtuals doesn't look good right now, but the liquidity will shift back to this. But perhaps Base is going to, the base meme coins are going to run first, but Virtuals is going to be fucking amazing once more. And we got to look out for that. The next leg on AI is going to be absolutely fucking amazing. So let's look at this next tweet. Virtuals IO launching on Solana is nothing but bullish for the whole Virtuals ecosystem. Here's why. So this guy's going to give his own take on it. But brand awareness, I don't think 90% of Solana has any idea how base Virtuals is and the level of amazing projects being built on the platform. Now it's launched on Sol, they'll understand how undervalued the Virtuals Echo has been. 2, token appreciation. Doesn't matter if your project is on Base or Solana, if Virtuals virtual goes up, the whole ecosystem wins, as it is the base pair. 3, cross-chain agent pools. More details on this to come, but it is advantageous for all agents that can do so to have their liquidity pool on both Solana and base for maximum exposure. And this is, yeah, I completely agree with this. The brand awareness, the double exposure to Solana, I completely agree with what he's saying here. So very good for virtuals. So let's look at the next tweet. Literally never been a more bullish set of pro-crypto government action in a presidential term, and this is in the last 4 days. 1, repeal of SAB 121 now allows banks to custody crypto. President launching Memecoins to clean experimentation is open. President buying $100 million of Bitcoin and alts. Strategic digital asset stockpile, not just Bitcoin. And now they might use blockchains as a government system solution. So yeah, Elon Musk, he might be using a blockchain to have more U.S. government efficiency push. So this is very fucking good for crypto, is all I'm going to say, especially for our altcoins here, where he didn't specifically say the Bitcoin strategic reserve, but the digital asset reserve stockpile. So he's also doing altcoins. So we are going to be profiting quite nicely from this. So let's take the next tweet. Official, no capital gains tax for U.S.-based crypto projects. So look, Eric Trump confirms U.S.-based crypto projects will benefit from zero capital gains tax. This is fucking insane for crypto once again. So basically, in the US, so I live in the US, crypto tax is a large thing. Like if you make $1 million, for example, it's essentially treated as income tax. And when you make that much money with crypto, you're gonna have to pay like 40% of your profits into taxes. So you lose about 300, 400K if you made $1 million off profit for crypto, which is a large fucking amount of money. In comparison to other countries, like in Eastern Europe or in Western Europe, some places, they only tax you maybe like 10 to 20%. And maybe luckily, if you're in the South Americas, maybe they'll only tax you like 0%. But the fact is that crypto gains tax in the US is a pain in the ass. And the fact that they're releasing this, where essentially US-based crypto projects benefit from zero capital gains tax. So he's talking about only US-based projects. So for example, Solana is a US-based crypto. So Solana, if this is true, will have no capital gains tax. So that's, first of all, very bullish for Solana. Ethereum is not a US one. I think it's a Canadian one. But when we look at this, it's very fucking good. And US-based projects are going to be doing very well. So if you look for the US-based projects, then you could take advantage of this. These projects will have a lot of buying pressure because of this zero capital gains tax on US-based crypto projects. But that is going to be fucking amazing for crypto. So it's just insane, right? So let's take this next tweet. When you're in a bull market, the risk reward of trying new things is always high. Your potential risk is wasting a little bit of time. Your potential reward, if it catches on as a life cycle, is infinite upside simply because you're early, plus chose not to be lazy. So yeah, I completely agree with this guy, where when you play these altcoins and crypto, so you got to realize that they're extremely fucking risky, right? But you got to realize in a bull market, a lot of probabilities are stacked in your favor for upside. So if you find a token with a good ass narrative and some good ass utility, and let's say you have a portfolio and you're willing to risk maybe 30% of your money into altcoins, then don't be afraid to size in accordingly into your thesis here. And you got to realize that there's a lot more chances for it to go up than down in the current circumstances. And even if it goes down in comparison, well, you got to calculate the expected return based off the probability of how much it's going to go higher. So you got to take this into consideration. This is something I used to struggle with, where I didn't size into some tokens accordingly. But the sizing thing, it's going to be a lifelong struggle, by the way, because it's going to be extremely hard. Your mind just likes to stick to these numbers, and then you got to compare it to your thesis and all this shit. But yeah, basically, a lot of tokens have a lot of upside, and currently there is a lot of risk in these tokens. Like, I'm not saying you should throw out your risk management out of the window and full port all of these fucking coins. No, obviously you want to still have some sort of diversification and risk management within your portfolio. But when you see this, you got to realize that there's a lot more potential upside than risk. So I know I'm repeating myself, but let's just say that, yeah, it's probably a decent idea to be exposed to these higher beta assets, especially early on in the uptrend of this bull market curve. Obviously, when things get even fucking crazier, and like a couple months from now, so around March is probably when liquidity is going to peak for crypto and altcoins, then you want to be taking less and less risk. Right now is where you want to be taking the most risk, because we're in the highest beta part of the uptrend. And as it goes higher and higher, the whole sector as a whole, then you want to be taking more capital off the table and putting more into majors or stable coins here. So let's look at the next tweet. Toshi just flipped Brett. So this is fucking insane. Brett was the biggest cabal meme coin on base chain. And the fact that Toshi flipped it is insane for meme coins. So I keep checking these charts, man, but Cat looking beautiful. Toshi, insane. Like, it's just so fucking wonderful for base meme coins. It's a great time to be on base train. So let's look at this next tweet. Breaking: base meme Toshi eclipses $740 million in volume, surpassing Bitcoin, Sol, and XRP combined on day 4 of trading on Coinbase. So again, I don't know how many times I have to say that this is so fucking bullish for base. By the way, this is just the fucking start, because Ethereum is nowhere near its tops. It's still at a range low. Imagine when it's this range high, dude. These meme coins are gonna fucking eat higher, dude. Like, I won't be surprised. So my base case for a KeyCat is probably around here. So just assuming just like nothing happens. But honestly, KeyCat could go even fucking higher to billions if you go higher. Obviously, don't get too excited. You just got to play along with it. But all I'm trying to say here is that great times are coming for a base chain. So let's look at the next tweet here. It's a little long, but I think it's a good read. It's Sunday. The U.S. is building a strategic crypto stockpile. Elon Musk is choosing which blockchain the U.S. gov will use, and a Chinese AI model just outperformed OpenAI at a fraction of the cost. Some thoughts on the week. Market is bearish, yet crypto AI is shipping asymmetric opportunity. So yeah, you got to realize there's all these fucking crazy things. So the Chinese people, they made a AI model called DeepSeek, which outperforms ChatGPT, but it costs only a few $1 million instead of billions of dollars to train an LLM. So this is fucking insane that people are shipping out on AI projects like this. And perhaps some future AI projects could use DeepSeek for their own projects, which provides more utility, which is bullish for the crypto AI space as a whole. But you got to realize that a lot of crypto Twitter right now, they're extremely bearish, and for good reason, right? Virtuals doesn't really look the best right now, but you got to realize you got to think more long-term, midterm, and it's going to be very fucking good. There's a lot of things pushing AI as a sector overall. So let's look at the next tweet. Bitcoin chilling below its all-time high. Government releasing pro-crypto legislation every day. Macro stock market all-time high, and still timeline is bearish. Most people being hammered on alts with on-chain AI coins suffering extended drawdowns. However, price doesn't seem to reflect fundamentals. Major updates coming to leading protocols. Example, Virtual is launching on Solana. AI16Z DAO, Eliza V2 launch imminent, and BitTensor Dynamic Tau upgraded in a week. Think we see AI coins are priced aggressively soon. Solana's lead is solidifying. While ETH community is busy doing damage control, base equal AI projects are migrating and expanding to Solana. Next few months will be key to watch, especially given ETF filings plus National Reserve. Solana AI coins represent greatest risk reward from your IMO. Perfect mix of narrative capture, leading teams innovating, and DGen community to participate. High quality agent services are emerging. XBT Agent announced a tier service system this week, XBT Terminal, allowing token holders to access varying layers of engagement, depths, and data from the #1 analysis agent. To me, this is a step towards it ultimately become the Bloomberg terminal of crypto. Expect to see other agents follow suit once they reach similar levels of engagement. And DeepSeek model equal open source AI is winning. Not too long ago, we were convinced the leading models would come from monopolies. Now we have a model outperforming OpenAI, and it only supposedly costs $6 million. Get ready to see a host of frameworks plus agents adopt this model fine-tuned for their agents. Assuming DeepSeek is a real deal, its next iteration should put crypto agents at the forefront of agent innovation. New frameworks on the horizon will capture market share. People seem to think we've saturated the agent framework market. I disagree. We still haven't seen the other top OS frameworks to be tokenized. I bet they've watched what happened if Elise and aren't planning to move. Autogen perhaps. Existing frameworks are also in need of V2 upgrades. Current iterations are a great start, but ultimately incapable of producing higher quality agents. There's room for growth. Excited to see what actors who enters. So yeah, you got to realize with all these developments being made in the crypto AI space, especially with DeepSeek here. So by the way, I just want to say LLMs. So OpenAI, when they try to make some LLM models for their models here, it cost them billions of dollars because they have to extract so much fucking data all across the fucking internet, and this is not an automatic process. I mean, there's some automatic things they can do here, but the fact is they have to store all this fucking data, and some of it is also manual work. So these motherfuckers, they got to pay a shit ton of money to train their models here. But the fact that China is making a model even greater than OpenAI ChatGPT, like ChatGPT is pretty fucking good, but it costs billions of dollars to create that model. Then they only did it at like 1,000th of the cost and is better. That's fucking insane for the crypto space and the AI space. So this allows more room and space for AI to grow because future developers could look at this and think, oh my gosh, I could probably not just use ChatGPT, but maybe we can use the DeepSeek API to create some insane AI infrastructure projects. And the fact is that the more useful these AI agents are, then the more capital people are willing to deploy in these things because it's just going to reflect on their fundamentals here, right? So let's look at this next tweet. I say this in the most sincere way. A lot of you need a fucking long break from social media. The motion circulating on Twitter, there's not a lot happening, and the market is utterly absurd. There's doom posting, depression, tons of passive aggressiveness, frustration, and fuck all is happening. Stop fucking yourself over by over allocating, over risking, trying to win lotto tickets in the trenches, tuning people in a depressive gambling mindset, whether you're just pissing away money trying to hit a home run in the trenches while bleeding your portfolio out while Bitcoin remains completely unfazed. We're entering one of the most prosperous periods in history for crypto, and you're literally being a press shitbag, spending all day on Twitter complaining and chucking your money into the shit pits. Sort yourselves out. So yeah, you got to realize that a lot of these motherfuckers, especially in crypto, and especially on Solana, are gambling motherfuckers, and they are having no risk management. They just throw all their money all over the place, and they're just hoping they hit the 1000x. And by the way, that is most likely not going to happen to you. Maybe it happens to like 1 out of a million chances, but the fact is, it's most likely not going to happen to you. I for sure used to be in this mindset. The gambling monster, Solana trends is like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be one. But you realize that that is the exception case, and it's most likely not gonna happen to you. Those rules don't apply to you. And the best thing you can do as a person with just some capital and they're trying to make it out of this fucking space, you gotta develop some conviction. Like, you can still do this trenching, but you want to do it with a small amount of portfolio so that if you lose it all there, then okay, it's not that big of a deal. In comparison, if you had your whole portfolio doing it and you're entrenching with your whole portfolio, that's pretty fucking risky here, right? But the fact is, you want to have most of your money in some conviction projects, and I would say perhaps base meme coins are the focus right now. I still think base meme coins have a shit ton more upside, so you could try to ride the wave on that. But the fact is that I'm more bottom out sectors like AI, right? So you want to look at these sectors, find some good projects, do your research on them, and look at the fundamentals, the tokenomics, the holder scan metrics, and just don't be a gambling motherfucker like this, basically. So let's look at this next tweet. So these are supposed to be blue chips, man. So he's looking at the Solana charts. Popcat looking pretty fucking ugly. F-Log looking pretty ugly. Peanut, that chart looks ugly. Goat looks ugly. So Peanut and Goat, I don't know if they'll be pumped again, but F-Log, sure, and Popcat, sure. We're going to realize that along the way, so if we look at the smaller aspects of here, if we zoomed into this sector, then obviously right now it would probably been the doom sector there, because they also suffered some sort of an 80% pullback. And now we're at this and people are shitting their pants and they're like, oh my gosh, it's over. You got to realize this is the bottom. We're at the peak fear, the peak capitulation on the Solana meme coins. And the fact is that most likely it's going to continue with another fucking leg on the Solana meme coins in the coming weeks. So don't shake yourself out of these positions, basically, and good times are coming. So yeah, basically base meme coins are fucking amazing right now. They're completely under uptrend. I think they will be the start of the show within the next few weeks. And after that, when liquidity starts to burn out there, then perhaps more of that liquidity will rotate to Virtual's AI, which is my prediction for where the next liquidity will flow to. But it will also flow perhaps into other spaces, Solana meme coins, because they've been down only forever, and also on Solana AI. There are good projects on Solana AI. So it's not just going to be Virtuals. But personally for me, I have most conviction in these Virtuals AI projects. So I'm personally going to be rotating some capital on the base meme coins to those when the time comes. And I will be saying when I believe a top is coming soon for base meme coins. We are nowhere near a local top for these base meme coins. They have a shit ton more upside still, especially on things like KeyCat. But yeah, good times are coming, especially with this base meme coins, especially with Ethereum, Solana. It's going to be fucking amazing. It's like I've been saying the last couple videos, the last few weeks, that alt season is coming. Alt season most likely going to happen in the middle of February-ish, not anytime immediately soon. But the fact is that we're having some sort of alt season base meme coins, and the fact that I said base meme coins are coming soon. And I said in the last couple of videos, dollar cost average into base meme coins, KeyCat's going fucking crazy, right? But of course, it's a bit of contradiction because I say that none of the things talked about in this video are buy or sell signals, but they're my conviction for where I think the market is going. And so far, it seems that I am right with it. We'll see if I continue to be right, because I'm trying to make it out to this place as many of you guys are. So yeah, I'll see you guys.